You've been here now, what? We are recording, right? Yeah. Okay. You've been here now, what? A month? 2 months? 2 months. Has it been 2 months?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. 2 months. What do you think so far?
What, sorry?
What do you think so far?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah?
So far, yeah.
That's good.
It's good.
Great.
Yeah.
Do we need to bring Veerpal into the mic a little bit more?
Maybe just a smidge.
Just come in a bit more. Pull your chair in a bit more there. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect.
Perfect.
What made you decide to get into real estate? Oh, wait. Do we want to talk about this? You're doing your whole thing, right? You're doing a whole segment where...
Yeah, on why I love realty. So, I mean, you're more than welcome to talk about it here, too.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about why you decided to do it and not why you love it. Alrighty. Because you've only been doing it for 2 months yet, so...
Yeah. So,
you don't know if you love it yet.
Yeah, you're right. But so far, I love it.
That's good. That's good.
So, I work at the Roy. I've seen you at
Yep.
And Zach.
Yep.
Ian. I have seen all the team there.
Yeah. Wigmore too.
Yeah, except Chris had. I think he stays in the office.
Or Corey.
Yeah, I didn't see
Corey never worked at the Roy either.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So...
And Sean.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else on the team?
I saw Sean.
Yeah. Okay. But nobody else, right?
I had an incident with him where I sent him to a wrong house.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, wrong unit. It was occupied.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was very awkward for me. In my head, I said the other number, but I worded it wrong. So
Oh, okay.
it was very embarrassing.
Was that resident doing something that they...
The residents were super nice.
Or were they super nice? Okay.
Yeah, they did not mind it at all.
Oh, that's
and
good.
when I ran into them, I apologized.
Okay.
I was like, it was entirely my fault, but it was still very awkward.
Gotta love Halifax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I was in, I'm still in the Roy, so used to see the real estate agents all the time. I used to love talking to them, and then Zach Dawson.
Yep.
He and I used to talk a lot about real estate, and I was like, yeah, that might be something that I want to do.
Right. Oh, so was it Zach Dawson that dropped the real estate bug for you?
So I would give him that, like, yeah. So, but I used to, it was always there in my head somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I used to see a lot of real estate agents there. I was like, I loved what they were doing. I wanted to do that. And then Zach and I, when he used to have his open houses, he used to talk to me a lot. And
Right.
we had very good conversations. And then I was like, yeah.
Great.
And then I talked to Chris, and he told me realty, how it works in the real world.
Yeah.
It scared me, to be honest.
Well, it's good though.
Yeah,
it's good.
I was like,
You don't want to sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
Because it can be pretty tough in the first year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he did not sugarcoat it, and then I was like, okay, there are pros and cons with everything.
Of course.
But I thought, I think I love it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do it.
Great. Oh, so this whole process started with a conversation with Zach Dawson, a follow-up with Chris Perkins,
Yeah.
and your interaction with the rest of the agents at the Roy.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. So then I guess you never really had the intention of licensing with anybody else. You just kind of gravitated towards, at that time, we would have been Helipad.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I talked to so many people. I did not really talk to Chris only.
Yeah.
And I talked to so many other brokerages just because I wanted to be sure. About
Sure.
Just because
Yep.
I know some people, I just do not want to work with them. I wanted to be 100% sure. But you know what? The more I talked to other people,
Yep.
the more was I like, no. Like, I just want to go with Veerpal Maritime.
Yep.
And then when I talked to Chris again after interviewing with everyone, our conversation was so good. Like, I was like, you know what? I'm not even giving this a second thought. We're just going with Veerpal Maritime Realty.
Okay. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. So I interviewed with all kinds of other brokerages as well. I mean, we should, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as I met Chris,
Yeah.
I knew that I was going to be licensed with his brokerage. I knew there wasn't going to be another brokerage that I was licensed with. Yeah.
Everyone was so welcoming. I felt like some people were sugarcoating stuff. I mean, I should not maybe say that, but when I talked to Chris, he was clear.
Right.
Honest.
Yep.
So I was like, that's it? That's all I want?
Yep. Yeah. I like Chris is definitely like super straightforward.
Yeah.
And doesn't sugarcoat anything like at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so that's very refreshing.
Yeah.
But I did speak with. There were only a couple of other people that I spoke with at other brokerages, which shall not be named.
Yeah.
That I felt were, like glossing over all the important bits.
Yeah.
But then there was a couple of others that I spoke to. There was this one broker that I spoke to. And I will not name this broker either, but this wasn't a negative experience. This was actually a really positive experience. But that firm was, or that brokerage was, I think friends anyways with the Perkins here at Hallipad at the time. Anyways, this broker told me, this broker says, I don't care what anybody tells you. Real estate agents don't work past 2:00.
Really?
Yeah. This broker said, I walk in here at like 9:00, maybe 10:00, and then I sit down and I, send some emails and then I'm out of here by 2:00. Who wants to sit in morning rush hour and afternoon rush hour?
Yeah.
I think what that broker was trying to do was essentially promote the idea that we have total control over our schedules and our days and our life and our balance between work and personal. That's what I took away from that conversation. Not necessarily that, we clock off at 2:00, because we both know that that's not true. All three of us in this room know that that's not true. So, but that's what I took away from that. And, I don't know. That was one of the big things that drew me to real estate, was having total control over what I'm doing with my life. Yes, I am in charge of my own destiny. Yeah.
Chills.
So you signed on with us, CB Maritime Realty, and you're here now working with us. What have you? How do you feel so far? How's it all going?
So some days I feel demotivated, to be very honest, and I pull myself up.
Yeah.
And then, because I'm starting there, ups and downs, but I do not let the downs to take me down too much.
Yep.
But sometimes I'm very motivated. I just need one conversation daily.
Okay.
To even my friends,
Yeah.
one conversation about real estate.
Right.
I really enjoy talking about real estate. So when I go maybe a day without or two sometimes.
Yep.
And then I feel like, oh, am I doing it right?
Right. By not talking about it?
I mean, I need to have that conversation.
Sure.
So right now I only can have conversation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's not much that I can do right now in
Right.
this moment.
Yeah.
So but then I keep motivating myself. So I would say that it's good. Mm-hmm. It's going good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. How are the leads going?
What?
Are you working with anybody currently?
Working with I do have 2 clients now.
Okay, great.
It's going good. So
That's good.
We're seeing condominiums.
Oh, good.
Townhouses.
You've seen a nice big mix of stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I also had open house at the Roy, so
Oh, nice.
was
Oh,
good.
you were on the other side now.
Yeah.
Doing an open house at the Roy.
yeah, everybody.
That must be really easy for you to talk about, considering
It
you
was-
worked there and.
Yeah, because I know the building very well.
Yes.
But
Chris
the,
must really appreciate that.
the residents were so excited.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, they all were like, "Oh, can we come to your open house?"
Oh, that's
I'm like,
awesome.
Welcome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you had a lot of people through?
I did.
Oh, that's
some
great.
of them were residents.
Yeah.
They were just helping me, cheering me up.
That gets me all the warm and fuzzies inside.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, no. I actually got the client that I'm working with from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, you know what? Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining our team. We're all very excited to have you on board working with us, and we can't wait to see great big things from you.
No, thank you so much.
Yeah. You were talking about a real estate wow moment when I walked in, and I was like, let's save that for the real estate wow moment.
Yeah.
So, sorry, excuse me. Go on. Share. Something to do with a tenant that wouldn't leave, and you were trying to get in, but they couldn't leave. Did I hear that right? Or did I walk in like in the middle of that conversation and get that all skewed?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay.
So there were two conversations that we were having at the same time. You know, I talk a lot. So I moved to earlier. I used to live with my sister. You know, I was an international student initially. I came to Canada, and everything was like new, big, huge.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So our first few months, I lived with my sister. It was 2 hours commute by bus to college. It was not easy.
Where does your sister live?
My sister lived in Mississauga, Ontario, and I lived my college was in Hamilton.
And your college was in Hamilton, and you took the public transportation from Mississauga into Hamilton.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah, go bus.
Whoa.
And it was expensive bus.
Yeah.
Because the regular transit did not go there.
Was it Go Bus? Did you say Go Bus?
Yeah,
the Go Bus. Yeah. I'm from Ontario.
Oh, you're from...
I'm very familiar with it.
Yeah, so you know how expensive it was. It was stupid of me to spend more. So my commute was expensive than my rent.
Right.
Yeah, but I needed that support from my sister.
Sure.
I'm very lucky that she was here.
Yeah.
And I got... You know, she pushed me, she told me, she taught me about how life works in Canada. And when I felt like I'm independent now, I moved to Hamilton and met some crazy people.
Were they from the East Coast?
No, I should not maybe say that. So a friend of my college was like, you know what, I need a roommate. My roommate is leaving, so why don't you come on board? I will talk to the people who live in there, like who are the leaseholder. Right. I never had that conversation with anyone, like how the lease paper works, how that works, because in the house that I was, my sister was in charge. So, right. Yeah. And I did not even ask her. Like, it's stupid of me, but I didn't ask her. Yeah. So I moved to Hamilton without even seeing the property.
Okay. Oh, sight unseen.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes. How many years ago was this again?
I think it was 4.
4 years ago. Okay. Yeah. All right then.
Yeah. So we went to this apartment where my friend lives, and she had another roommate who was supposed to leave. Yep. But did not.
So you moved to Hamilton without seeing the apartment, expecting there to be space for you to move into.
Exactly, but there was not. There was not. And the girl who had the lease on her name was like, oh, this person will be homeless if we kick her out. Will you be generous enough to let her live with you in your room? What? I'm like, okay, yeah.
Sorry, back that up. Sorry. So the person that was holding the lease, she asked you if this person could live with you in your room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For a couple more days, which turned out into a month.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Which turned into more months or less months? Just 1 month?
I didn't stay there for more than a month.
Okay.
But because I had to.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
So... they did not reduce my rent, considering like they're sharing, but I paid rent. Right. I was not that confident to fight anyone, so I was like, you know what, that's okay, I will pay the rent. So shared with 2 more people, tiny room, lived there, and then one day, the owner of the apartment raided to fix something in the house. Yeah. And the leaseholder knocking on my door early morning is like, you gotta go. I'm like, sorry? What? She's like, the owner is here, you gotta go. I'm like, don't you tell these things first when someone moves in? Like, okay, did not have a chance to, think about it. So I just put whatever I got, like Crocs, and I just ran. Her boyfriend had the car ready. We got into the car, so it was totally a movie scene.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we went to his house.
Yeah.
So I took a shower there. So why I was mad was because I had a night shift.
Yeah.
And I do not like to be interrupted in my sleep.
Okay. Fair enough.
So at that time, now
Yeah.
I'm changed. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really care about
It's okay though if you work a night shift and
Yeah.
you don't want to be interrupted during your sleep.
Yeah, no, but I'm very changed if
Yeah.
I consider myself with that person.
Yeah.
Her sleep was precious. Very, very important.
Yeah.
So it pissed me off.
As it should be. As
Yeah.
it should be.
My mom does not agree. So we ran to his house, took shower there, had nowhere else to be. So
Yep.
on my day off, I hung out in my college.
Okay.
So at that moment, I was like, maybe.
So you're homeless now. Is this what is this?
No,
is
no,
this-
I was not homeless.
Oh, you
It
just
was
weren't allowed
for
to.
one day.
You just weren't allowed to be there while the landlord was there.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So she checked, inspected, she left, and we were good to go back. And then at that point, it was no point going back because I was already up, did not want to go back to
Right.
sleep. So I would just went back on my bedtime.
Yeah.
So it did not end there. So next day, I saw cockroaches everywhere.
Oh, yummy. Okay.
Yes. And I was like, you know what? I cannot do it. But do I have anywhere else to go right now?
Yeah.
I just moved to a new city. I do not know.
Yeah.
much people. That time, it was difficult for me to ask for help. I would be very hesitant. I would
Right.
just not go to somebody and be like, I need help.
Right.
Even though my friends were like, oh, you look gloomy. You look sad. Is there
Yeah.
something that we can do for you? I'm like, no, everything is fine. Good.
So we'll remember that here at the office.
So at that time,
Yeah.
it was difficult to ask for help. Like,
Yeah.
I was not used to asking for help.
Okay.
So then one night, they did not even give me the key
Right.
to the apartment. So one night I had to sleep on the stairwell because I did not have the key to the building or the apartment.
Yeah.
So that's the crazy wow moment for me, and I was, and that moment was like, am I homeless or am I not homeless? Because I'm paying rent.
Yeah.
I need a key to that apartment.
Yeah.
Even though I knew my rights, I was not confident enough to fight for them. I did let it slide,
Right.
and then I looked for another space. I moved there.
Yeah.
Another crazy house owner.
Well, this wasn't even an owner. This was just a tenant,
Tenant,
the
yeah,
leaseholder,
leaseholder.
who wasn't even allowed to have as many people as she had in the
Exactly.
unit. That was full of cockroaches
Yeah.
that hid you from the landlord
Hid you from exactly.
and woke you up during your sleep time.
Yeah.
The nerve.
That was a lot. Oh my god. And then the new house that I moved in,
Yep.
there were bed bugs.
Oh God.
I insisted the house owner to either get us a new bed or do something about the situation. He did once. And then I was like, you know what? If I keep my mouth shut like the previous house, it's not gonna happen. I called him again. I'm like, this is the problem. This is the serious problem.
Yeah.
He again denied that. He was like, you know what? We are going to clean that room very, very well. Can you find a space for 1 month to rent? I went 1 month to rent somewhere. Like, I was like, no, if I'm leaving, I'm leaving. I'm not
Yeah, right.
going to rent for 1 month.
Yeah. And you should pay for it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they should have paid for it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, if I'm moving, I'm moving. I'm
Yeah.
gone. I'm not moving for 1 month and then taking my luggage again and come back.
Yeah.
So I moved out, and my friends told me that it was a trick just to have me out of the house because
Yeah.
I was asking too many questions.
Probably. Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah.
can you like basic needs?
Yes. Yeah.
So I was kicked out of my house.
Oh, jeez. Well, you've learned a lot,
Yeah.
which
A lot.
is great experience because now you were on the receiving end of what landlords should not be doing. So whenever you work with a client
Yeah.
who's buying properties to rent,
Yeah.
you'd be like, well, listen, this is how you don't treat your tenants.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe not so firm or harsh like that.
No,
but just
it-
let me impart on you, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, about some of my experiences as a tenant when you're
Yeah.
looking at investment properties. That's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it feels amazing knowing that I've been through like some incidents like this, and now I'm going to help people find their homes.
Yeah.
It feels very good.
Yeah.
It feels like
That's
you did
good.
something in life.
And you don't even know it, but you got all this experience now that literally great experience that's going to help with people who are looking for investment properties.
Yeah.
We didn't get to the part. I was curious, how did you make it out to Halifax? What brought you out here? Was it school, continuation of school, or was it some crazy people?
So my journey with bad landlords did not end there. So I moved in with friends.
Oh, okay.
So which did not work out. So it became. So do not think that I'm a problem because I had problem with so many people. People were a problem. Yeah.
People are the problem, not me.
So it became a little bit like I wanted to get out of there. I passed out good grades.
Yeah.
Wanted to explore more of Canada, and then my sister was considering moving to. And then we were looking at whole map of Canada, like where are we going? Like Ontario, we have seen a little bit of it.
Yep.
And Ontario did not have many opportunity for immigrants, right?
Oh, okay.
For someone like me who had just recently graduated from India, like just high school.
Yep.
There were not many opportunities in Ontario.
Okay.
So huge competition.
Yep.
And then I heard about programs that Nova Scotia was offering.
Yep.
I was like, you know what, that's a good opportunity.
Sure.
So we moved to Nova Scotia.
Your sister came with you?
Yeah, she
Oh,
did.
okay.
But she did. She came 1 week after me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your sister's here now?
Yeah, she's here. We actually live together.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Did I know that? I think I knew that. I think you told me that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we live together.
Good.
Now
Good
my-
roommate?
Yeah, she is. Now my brother is here too.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So.
He a good roommate?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just needs to learn. He just needs to learn to do his laundry.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So is your sister the oldest?
She's the oldest.
Okay. And are you the youngest or your brother the youngest?
I'm the middle child.
You're the middle child.
Yeah.
Okay. You're the one that gets away with everything.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, your brother is.
So, actually, my brother is.
Oh,
Younger
okay.
brother. So, I shouldn't say that my sister got away with everything. She actually got punished for some things that we did. But yeah, I got the treatment. Like, my younger brother would not take me seriously.
Right.
Because, younger brother.
Oh, yeah.
And my elder sister would be like, shut up, you're younger than me. So
Yeah.
that's my life. I couldn't say shut up to my brother, shut up, you're younger than me, because he's like,
Yeah.
shut up.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I get that. Well, your oldest sibling is like you're much younger than me. Don't talk to me. And
Yeah.
your youngest sibling is like, well, there's one more above you. Why am I coming to you? I gotta go to that one.
Exactly. Yeah. You know it.
Yeah. Well, this has been great. Thank you so much, Veerpal, for joining me. Do you want to provide any contact information for everybody on how they can? Yeah, I don't mind if a fellow colleague plugs their contact information. What goes around comes around. So if you want to let everybody know how they can get a hold of you, phone number, email address, social media tags, all that stuff, go ahead.
Yeah. So my email is veerpal@cbmaritimerealty.com, and you can also call me anytime, text me anytime on my phone number, which is 902-410-7375.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, this was great.
Yeah.
You feel less nervous, right?
Relax.
We're gonna get a photo. Is that okay?
Yeah. for
Okay,
sure.
great.